Greetings,
Hello.
Internet.
Hello, welcome back.
Internet.
Welcome back to the Boomers live stream here. This is for Vurt tabletop role-playing game, and the Boomers, the gang that's getting bigger and bigger and bigger in Manchester, is now spreading out over into other districts. You know, North Gort is theirs, and now they found a way through Bottletown into northeast Rusholme, and so they're starting to take over there. And more than just regional power grabs and things like that, the most recent adventure there ended up with an interesting, I don't know if it's an ally or not, but an interesting teammate that you now have that you brought back in your trunk. So that's where we're going to start out now. And the Boomers have, as you guys know, you found between last session and now, you have a little safe spot to park, to take your little rests, and to deal with the situation. So I will, if one or two of you guys perhaps can bring us up to speed as far as who's in the trunk and how you got there.
Well, we have the illustrious Don, what's his name, in our trunk?
Gino Trelusa, I believe.
Ah, there you go. More than that.
Grande Fratello. Yes, Gino's older brother. So he was, he is the head of the real world Cromerta, like the biggest mafia of all.
And he has a funny mustache.
I
I can't really call it a funny
mustache.
but
like his mustache.
it's cool. Mustaches are cool.
Yep.
And
Yes.
we kidnapped him. We ended up in a situation where Chester had a gun to the Don's head, and my character Oedipus decided to convince everybody that he was a hostage negotiator for Cromerta to attempt to get everybody out of there with their hats still attached to their necks, which we did.
I love how we said we ended up in a situation, not that we specifically engaged in, engineered, and
Well, we
just showed up in this Cromerta warehouse.
we engineered the
Aimed in there.
entrance, but we didn't engineer the outcome.
Exits are for quitters. Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So now again, it is, let's say it's about four in the morning. You guys have been there for a little while. You're in your safe spot, back in North Gort, not the headquarters, because it isn't necessarily as safe as it was at this point. But you have your little safe spot. About 4 in the morning. It's raining outside. You guys are exhausted. Some of you are pretty, extremely injured still and dealing with, the constant pain and, the recuperation and things like that. But yes, you have now, you hear the pounding from inside the trunk at this point, and a whole lot of really angry Italian.
Wait, does Chester have a cybernetic leg now?
No,
Or is
he
he still,
refused.
No.
I
Does
have
he
a
just have a
broken
cast? Do you have a cast at least?
I have whiskey.
You have
That's
whiskey.
what I have.
You have whiskey and a dangling foot.
Mm-hmm.
I've got a newfound love of whiskey and deep breaths.
Mm-hmm.
That
Probably.
sounds like me.
I'll say, does anybody have any skills that are, let me see, that are medical related, or I don't think so.
No, that sounded too non-YOLO for me.
I was just gonna say it's not very Boomer at all.
I can use disorient foe on him and he just won't feel it.
Well, I say that the basics are probably at this point you've made some type of makeshift splint or something just so you're not screaming in pain every step, but it's
right.
ugly.
We used the robo dog as a splint.
What?
We took parts
Robo-dog?
off.
Was he a splint or was he as a like a crutch or something like that?
Both.
He has a crutch.
We did
Yep.
both, didn't we? Like we splinted it with some parts and then we crutched him with some other parts.
I had a rebar.
Yes.
Remember, that's what I had. I had a big piece of rebar I was using as a crutch. That's all we did.
No, I gave you a leg. I gave you a new leg and you used it for a crutch.
Oh, I thought it was okay. Yeah, I guess I have a robo dog crutch leg. I thought it was okay.
You know, rebar is your weapon.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
So And again, the update is that Chester has had his legs so badly broken that it's never coming back the right way. This is kind of a long-term deal with it problem for him now. But yeah, he's managed to dull the pain bit by bit to at least survive. So again, let's say, what does this small hideout look like? What do you think? Your little safe space?
Sort of wondering if it's an abandoned parking garage, like a big structure, concrete pillars, something like that.
Okay, sounds great. So you're in a spot where no one's seeing you right now. It's safe or hearing.
Yes.
Yeah.
Safe enough.
And just to quickly check, so we ordered 4 baby Blarney X feathers from our gang. I used 1. I gave 1, I think, to Blix, 1 to Smoke, and then I kept the one that was going to be for Chester because he hates feathers.
Right.
So I still have 1. Because we have an Italian guy in our trunk who doesn't speak English, correct?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Yes. Or he's not speaking English to you guys, at least.
Well, let's maybe find out so we don't burn our feathers.
Yep. All right. So he's pounding. Che cosa fa qui? Mi lascia stare. You know, whole bunch of. Yeah, he's.
Can I
he
read his mind? Can I understand him?
Are you able
Go
to
for
talk back to him if you do that, Shar?
I mean, no, I don't have telepathy.
Damn.
I think.
Yeah, it has to be a willing target.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
And
depends on
surface
how
thoughts,
much you
though.
want to actually communicate with us.
Well, even
there-
if you were to read surface thoughts, it's. Would you like to do that?
Yeah.
Or okay.
While he's still in the trunk yelling at us.
It's fine. Fine. You don't. I don't think it's a
Free.
visual.
It's free. It
Yeah,
says
and it's
within
not-
short range.
It's within short range. It doesn't have to be visual. You know where he is. So yeah. So what you're
Oh,
getting.
wait, no, I do have to see him.
Oh, you do?
I'll just crack the trunk a little.
Okay. Okay. At that point, he looks out like this, you know, and again, this image of, you know, somebody who totally uncanny valley, you know, you're looking at, it looks kind of human, the face, but it looks just close enough to really make everybody feel uncomfortable. You know, a little painted mustache, which is just pinstriped on. And, you know, he's looking at you like this. And now your surface thoughts reading, you're hearing 1010001100100110.
Somebody write that down and translate that quick.
He's pure robo. So he's doing this. You can visually, you can see that he's angry. You know, he's looking like this, like he wants to punch or flee or do something. But surface thoughts on him are literally in binary.
I close the trunk again.
Can I do like the little like squawk of modem noise robo speak towards him
Yes.
again, where it's like,
Yeah.
you can shut up or I can stasis you in there.
Well, the sound of the all that horrible thing
Yeah.
goes through, the pounding stops, and then you just hear merda. Oh,
Can
He's at
you
least
can you
stop.
can you binary ask him if he speaks English?
I can try.
Just tell him to speak English to us.
yeah.
Don't ask.
Yeah. Habla inglés.
He of course he's still closed in the trunk, so
Oh yeah, I open the trunk a little bit.
If he doesn't answer, then I bang on the trunk and ask it again.
yep. he looks over, he looks up, and he rolls his eyes and he says, "Of course I can speak English. Of course.
I put my feathers away.
I'm pure robo. I'm an autogen." He's
I know
very
you look smart.
so he says, "Are you with the MPD?"
I laugh.
I look at Chester like, no, no.
We were briefly with the MPD, but we broke out.
He says, "Are you with the Syanka?"
The who?
No.
Do we know who that is?
The confused faces. Yeah, it's like the Eastern European version of like kind of organized crime, Eastern European in the sense of like even more tracksuits and maybe,
like gold chains and stuff.
Gold chains, bottles of vodka.
Not that I've been reading the book, but like they operate a lot out of Wigan district.
Yes, exactly. Yes. Oh, Wigan. Yeah, so, but the Sianka are, a lot of them are zombies, or at least shadow men, or, that something on the shadow related. So, whereas the Cromerta, which is the Robo Mafia, you have to be part Robo to be in it. The Seanca is another huge group, but you have to be at least part shadow or have a really good excuse.
So if I ever get bored with the boomers, I could go be Sianca.
Yeah, the Sianca.
Tracksuits. They got booze.
Mm-hmm.
But they
buttons.
probably have shitty food because all the Western European food's better.
Yeah,
I think it's impossible.
I'll tell the Don that no, we prefer Western European food.
Okay. He kind of, you can see as you're trying to bullshit him. Yes, he's as modest as possible. He thinks anything less than autogen is absolute unevolved trash.
But I am Robo Dogman.
You are 1/3 worthy. Look at you.
Okay, well then.
At least he'll talk to you. Those without Robo, which is just
Smoke and Chester.
Jacket.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Yes. So the two of you guys, he's not making eye contact, even though he's in a trunk. Screw it. He's looking at you too. And Mike, Blix is Robo.
Blix is Robo Vurt.
Robo Man. Yeah. A Robo Vurt. That's right.
Yeah, but the Vurt part is mostly like the Krang thing, where it's like kind of the blob on side. So he mostly presents mostly Robo, but
perfect.
We're gonna tag team this guy.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be bad cop, and you're gonna be worse cop.
Wait.
Can you at least let me out of the
Boomers
truck?
have a Robo. We have a pure Robo in our crew.
Oh yeah.
No, I think he died last time.
No, he didn't. We just saw him like last week.
Who?
He was in
Deltron.
the group.
Is that
Deltron
gone, or was that Dougie?
Oh, Dougie's nephew.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is Dougie's nephew pure Robo?
Yeah, but we don't trust Dougie. So why would we trust his nephew?
Sorry,
We don't need to trust Dougie. We have optional. Chester's going to pull out his PDF and reach out looking for.
Well, I mean, he's not
whatever.
all that much closer to being pure Robo than me at least. So I don't know,
he's Robo Man, but
I don't know that he's going to help us a whole lot in this.
I thought he was pure Robo. Never mind.
Yeah.
I think the guy that ran into our headquarters that we have dubbed Robo Paulson.
We want to be friends.
I think Robo Paulson was pure Robo. So our best bet is
we
dead.
have a pure Robo. Oh, did we kill him?
I think he got killed by the
Hard to
crow.
keep track of how many people we've killed.
Yeah, at tier 4, you guys have a list of collateral damage that is just yards long.
He was the guy
We'll
that
be
ran
publishing
into our-
hardback copies, leather bound, foil
Absolutely.
embossed covers.
Exactly. So at this point, Grande Fratello is there. He says, at least can you let me, be civilized, let me out of the trunk, can you please sit down? He says, and he points to you, the non-robo, one of them, let's say Smoke, and he says, un café. He's telling you to get him a café. And now he looks back at the
I'm
other
like
two.
looking around like there's a coffee shop around here. Fuck.
He says, there's someplace around here, you can go. And now he goes back to the other people and he's saying, okay. He says,
It might not be a terrible idea, to be honest.
Are we trying to make friends?
Chester's going to hand him. Chester opens up his trench coat and he pulls out his flask and he just sort of hands it and goes, a cafe.
You know what? Because you touched it, he looks at and he goes like this. And he turns around as if you're not even there. He doesn't give a shit about anybody who's not part Robo.
That's so
Even though he's in this situation.
Fucking bolts.
My dog licked my sandwich. I'm not going to eat this. Yeah.
Yeah. So he says, okay. He says, what are your terms? What are your terms? What do you need?
Well, first of all, why the hell were you trying to get into our district? Because you were getting awfully close.
The way he cocks his head and looks at you is, it's very clear to everybody, he's not used to being asked questions, and he's processing it, like reprocessing it, like, I can't believe you guys are asking me questions. And he looks at you, he says, what are your terms? I don't have to tell you anything. What are your terms?
Terms
You know who I am,
for... I return the question with a question. Terms for what?
He says, you know who I am?
Guys, we might have done this without a real plan.
I'm sensing a recurring theme. Yeah.
I mean,
Go Boomers!
Our
Okay.
terms.
You know what? Hang on. So Chester's going to be after that little slight.
we know who we
Did
are.
we let him out of the trunk, or is he still in the trunk?
He's still in the trunk.
Okay,
Yep, man.
but he's like, the trunk's popped open, right?
Yeah, it's like I'm holding it open slightly.
Okay, he's going to be one of these. Uno momento. And I'm just going to shut the trunk on him again. And
Nice.
now, like, let's gang up. He's like,
I pushed the
what
remote.
exactly
and
do we want?
it goes beep beep.
We want the Chromerta
said-
to go home. That's like, right? Like that's
That's probably not realistic, right? I mean,
no, but that's our terms.
I mean, realistic is not realistic is asking for coffee right around here. So we're both kind of.
what's our real beef with the Chromerta? Are they in our territory?
They were going to infiltrate.
Well, they're trying to take territory that we're trying to take, if nothing else.
All right. So that's the term. Stay where you are, right? What do they own now?
You should.
Uh-huh.
What do they got? What do they got?
Anybody have either real world knowledge or
I've
do
got
it?
real world.
Good.
I'm
what's
trained in real
Yeah.
world knowledge.
Wouldn't Chester kind of have that as well because
Yep,
he's
you can absolutely make a roll either through bureaucracy or one of those type of bureaucracy.
I will do a
something-
roll.
Yeah,
Hang on, I gotta
Both.
find.
cool. Yeah, find the most applicable skill.
It's just a 6.
6.
It's just like
So what you
I don't know.
yeah you know
Got it
that
too.
okay. So you guys, what you
I
know
know
is
it's not gonna be great here.
right. What everybody in Manchester knows. Don't fuck with America. Just don't. They own most of the transportation through Europe and the UK. They built the Chroma Rail, from all the way from from Guangzhou, China, all the way across to Scotland, like across and under, everything in basically all of Europe is covered by their system, their rail system. So what they don't control in actually like buying and selling illicit items, they control through the transportation of it. So they're probably the biggest organization on the planet, actually.
Is
So-
this guy like CEO of that organization? We have the
He
literal
is the head of the head of the head. He should not remember, if you guys
Well,
remember,
we should definitely extort him at least.
he should be in Chroma right now, over in Italia, but he's here, as you guys saw, for some crazy meeting or something. He's never in Manchester, but he is now.
And he'll never probably want to be in Manchester again.
Yeah.
We'll make a point of that. Yeah. So
Yep.
I think one thing we need to try to find out then is like what the hell is he doing here?
Can
And
we do
then,
this in a character based?
Get the hell out. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Huddle, guys, come on, huddle. And now we talk about it.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
All right, so we want to know why he's here.
Yeah,
He won't do. He won't tell us.
yeah. We need to give terms. I mean, we could just ignore what he knows and
Well, we could say we want to get in on what they're planning.
or we just contact his buddies and extort them because they don't know how to answer questions because they get his
Is there
question.
I mean,
is
we
there a
could do
construction site nearby at all? Like anywhere?
You making cement boots?
Oh no, I'm thinking if I stasis him and then we put him in the bottom of a thing and then we like pour concrete over it, doesn't matter what happens when stasis runs out. Be an effective way to get him to do
really,
things.
like cool car magnets and like magnet him up there.
It's like Bender on Futurama. I start singing like, you know.
Yep. Well, again, where you guys are at is a safe spot, and safe for now, obviously. Anything where you're going out of this safe spot, you feel like the danger is ultra high.
I'm assuming that he's basically a wanted fugitive with the MPD, right? Like our chips here are kill him or turn him in.
Well, they're at war right now. The last I heard.
There's 3 chips. There's kill him, turn him in, or let him go with some benefit to us.
So what if we quickly ask him what happened to his brother, just to make sure that he doesn't think it's us?
I want him to think it's us.
No. I mean, we can weave it in somehow, like, oh, condolences on your brother. We were so sad to hear that while we were 100 miles away from wherever it happened.
Yeah, it was totally weird how somebody shot him in the back of the head at close range with a .22 like that. Probably it was painted red.
No, you guys aren't getting this.
They think
these guys overpower the boomers by a lot. By a lot. You want to go in there and pretend like we're not able to take him out? We've killed his brother, and we just walked into his den and kidnapped him. This motherfucker better be terrified of us.
Not only that, we just broke out of Strange Ways.
Yeah.
So not only do we overpower him, we overpower his enemies.
Now what I want a few things. One, I want a fucking truce out of this asshole. You got boomers dying in the streets over some fucking Chromerta bullshit? No. Second, I want access to the transport network. And third, I want a favor to be determined later. Those are my terms. What do you guys think?
I think
otherwise, this asshole can sit in Strange Ways. We know the way in and out.
Okay. So let me counter that for a second.
Delivery entrance, just drop them off.
Let me counter that for a second. What could we get out of the Manchester Police Department or say, I don't know, the King?
I don't know. Probably not being fugitives ourselves.
Yeah, we can do better than that.
Next week.
Well, I mean, they're kind of looking the other way on a lot of stuff. Maybe we get them looking the other way on a lot more stuff.
That's fair.
You hear at this point a more polite, this time a little bit, or at least less aggressive tapping from the inside. It's kind of like a...
I'm going to pop it open, just 1 sec, and then close it again.
Oh, that's the equivalent of doing this like Don Corleone meets, I don't know.
Why are we letting the warrior do the talking?
Yeah, why are you letting the warrior do the talking?
Because you're impulsive and you go faster than we do.
Wait, he goes faster than who?
Hyperprocess. So at this point, the trunk pops open.
Whoa.
And you can see that he's touching 2 of the little wires together in there. He's a robo, for God's sakes. It was pretty easy. So he does that. It opens up. He kind of sits up like this and he says, "May I please sit down?" And the please comes out of his mouth like he's throwing it up.
I want to try something. I'm gonna pull my speaker out again, hand it back and be like, "Oh, cafe." I want to see if we broke this dude.
He takes it and he kind of, semi-politely nods and sniffs it and goes like this, and he turns it, he gives it back to you, and yeah.
But he did take it.
The real men pops it back.
If it isn't like petroleum, he's not really interested as a pure robo. Even his cafes are half motor oil. So
we know where we stand now.
Yep, you sure do.
Are there any Chester's going to scan the area and look for anything he can actually sit on. There's chairs or there's a table, anything?
We have a car.
Yep.
Yeah, but I don't want him sitting in the car. I want a nice little meeting. I want him to put a little table. I want some ambiance.
Let's rip out the back seats out of the car.
No.
There's enough detritus.
There.
Yeah, there's enough like concrete blocks
nearby. All right, I'm gonna use my I've got some extra strength power thing. So I'm gonna use muscles of iron. I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna start ripping out concrete blocks and arranging them into a table and chairs.
Okay, and is that a activation cost, right?
Yeah, it's 2 might.
Right. Oh,
and it's 10-minute asset to might actions.
Beautiful. So obviously you start doing that.
Edge, so it's
his
free.
eyes widen a little bit because it's pretty impressive. It really is.
I just thought of what I want, but I need to do this. I need to do a little. So,
danger.
Wait, we can do telepathy with willing participants, right?
Willing targets, right?
Okay, so I'm gonna make a head nod and kind of like I want us all to be on like a private Slack channel.
Mm-hmm. So you will have to roll for it, as it could be a regular intellect roll if you want to do that. For anybody who wants to try this telepathy, you as well.
I got a 3.
You can blame your broken leg on everything. Your lack of concentration is warranted. What about you, Shar?
Well, Alex, I want to know something.
I don't have the telepathy one. I can only read minds.
Okay.
No, I have. Well, this is a thing that I think Chester would know, but that I don't know.
Okay.
Which is we have. So the Chromerta are obviously, robo-based organization, bigger than us. Probably have access to technology we don't have access to.
Mm-hmm.
We have a local problem. One of our members who has a expiration date. What are the chances that the Chromerta have a potential solution to this problem?
You think they've come up with ideas I haven't already? Come on.
Yeah, I do. Well, I don't know. Like, there's you, Blix, but there's more of you in like.
You've the most you would hear or know would be that you've probably heard legends that someone has been able to figure that out, but there hasn't been anything definitive yet. So maybe it's quite possible, but it's not like common knowledge that anybody knows any way to get around that.
But
unless actually, somebody with the Vurt feather knowledge. I think doesn't Blix have? Yeah. Let's cross-reference what Jack just mentioned with feather knowledge, specifically to see like feather knowledge and the Chromerta and your Mayfly expiration date. Now, for those at home there, Mayflies, it's actually a character, it's something in the character creation where it gives you basically an expiration date per sessions. And that's just part of the sad aspect of that that choice, but it comes with a lot
being a
of
RoboVert burns twice as bright kind of deal, yeah.
Exactly. So if you have again any role like that,
I am specialized in Vurt feather knowledge, and I'm specialized in it's not written down on here. Oh no, it is written down on here. I am specialized in knowledge of Vurtology, kind of that Vurt cosmology aspect of stuff. So
okay, and I'll drop it a third because of what Chester's trying to connect to.
Okay.
So there's your third asset.
Okay, and I can spend a level of effort and have Edge take care of that for me. Actually, I can spend 2 levels of effort and have Edge take care of that for me.
Okay, so you're above. Wow.
Okay,
Tier
ready?
4 is
Stand clear. Yep. No, come on, roll.
You're above.
11.
Oh, okay. So that what Chester says sparks something, and you start going through your memory banks and trying to cross-reference, finding patterns. There seems to be enough talk about it that there must be some commonality, that the Chromerta have their own kind of group of Vurt knots, I suppose, feather knots, people that are going into the dream world from the Chromerta specifically to look for the answer to that, because again, as a robo organization, they've got quite a few mayflies among them. So yeah, that's you've heard tell, and there's enough that there's something to go on. There's something to make a connection there. Something's there. That's all you can really tell with an 11.
Now I've got a plan.
Took you 2 weeks, but
Chester isn't the smartest or sharpest. He's just the most violent. Okay. Now, so can we? I think Smoke like made up like a little meeting spot, right?
Yeah, we've got a concrete table and chairs.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
As he goes, any place where he's going to sit down, he kind of wipes off the dust a little bit, blows it up, down, and then sits down very elegantly with his hands like this. And he's you guys to basically say what you want.
Chester's gonna push. He's gonna kind of nudge Eddie. Eddie, speaker, and just kind of like shove him towards parlay.
Sure. Do you have a plan? Unlike last time?
Well, just make sure I don't say anything stupid.
That is impossible. That is absolutely technically impossible. How about we do this? Can you connect with me telepathically? And then any stupid thought you have, you say telepathically to me, and you keep your real world mouth shut.
Okay, that's completely fair.
Like I was thinking duct tape, maybe.
I need to roll for the it's a free action for me at this point, but do I need to? Yep.
No. Do you want me to stasis him?
No. Okay. So,
no.
Eddie,
We gotta have a show of togetherness.
So Eddie, this is the plan, Eddie. 1, we've shown this dude that we can not only get to him, we could probably take down most of his organization operating inside of Manchester. Like, he's lost every time he's come up against us. Doesn't do us any good, doesn't do him any good. But we know that he's got some Vurt knots out there with some knowledge of the mayfly problem that we want access to. Our deal to him, truce, he stops coming after us, we stop coming after him. 2, we return him home safely. But 3, he's gonna bring us everything he's got on the mayfly problem. He gives us that, he gets to walk out of here alive. He doesn't give us that, we send his arm back to his buddies and let him pick a new Don, and then we'll go after that one.
What if we have him what if he'll have him lend us like his experts or something?
Yeah, I like, you guys do the actual planning bit. Like, however, I don't know how this works.
I'm okay with trying this. I'm okay with trying this. Can we? Are we anywhere near the boomers? As far as like,
I'd say a mile. That's kind of a safe.
So we could call them in for backup.
No. I'm literally want to call them in. Call one of our most robo guys in to bring us some freaking coffee to leverage this situation.
Not to show like.
I'll PDF. I'll PDF the dude. Clem's gonna bring us. I'm gonna ask him to find us the best old cafe.
Right, but not have Clem deliver it.
We want more robo.
Yeah,
and
we have to have a robo delivery guy.
All of the most robo boomers with him.
Yeah. So we send the most robo of our boomers out on a coffee run.
Okay. So the PDF, and of course you hear, "Whoa, where are you guys? Where you guys been? Everybody's worried." Whoa.
God damn it, Clem.
Yeah. Where are you guys going? He's just kind of, they're leaderless. They don't know where their four leaders are just gone.
We just doing a thing, but we need coffee. And dear God, don't get it yourself.
Okay.
And robos. Lots of robos.
Get the robos. Get them to get us coffee. Good coffee. None of that swill from Wimpy's.
But make sure they're on our end. I'm whispering this into Chester's ear telepathically. Make sure they're trustworthy of our robos.
Yep. We said, where are you guys going? Where are you guys? Where?
It's above you know, Clem. You don't need to know.
Tell him it's above his pay grade.
How do I know?
Assumes he has a pay grade.
Assuming it's above his internship rate.
Yeah. As you guys actually at this point, as you guys are talking through, Smoke can you roll for Smoke? Let's do just a basic intellect check, just a basic for you.
All right, let's see how smart I am. I am 10 smarts.
Okay.
I got a 10.
So you still have to. You rolled a 10.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Yes. Something's up. Something's off. You don't know what it is, but there's something doesn't feel right. Something is really bothering you right now. And you
I'm
can't
gonna
figure out
start
what it is.
pacing around the perimeter.
Okay.
And I got my blurb flies back.
There it
got
is,
my
and that's
flies
what you
back,
realize.
don't
You see
I?
2 of them, don't you? Where's Spaz?
Where is
is
Spaz?
nowhere to be seen.
Spaz.
That's what's wrong. And also, as the robos among you know, oh shit, of course, they're especially a robo this level. It's possible he's either an admin himself or can very easily, connect with anything mechanical better than most. So Spaz is nowhere to be seen. The other 2 are just kind of buzzing around. Spaz
I'm just gonna start choking him, and my eyes are gonna like turn all shadowy. I'm like, give me my fucking blurb fly back.
Nice. You touch him. Now you roll for damage at this point.
Fast.
Yeah. Yeah. Since I don't roll, so you're gonna roll to
attack.
Yeah.
Or to defend from him.
defend. Yep.
Speed, so that's a speed defense.
It is. Yeah. And this is gonna be, let's see, 16, 12, 15. So it's a challenging. Yeah. 15 or above.
All right, I am trained.
12.
And I don't give a shit, so I'm not spending effort.
There it is. 12 or above. Love it.
7.
Okay. So you take 5 points of electrical damage and are thrown back about 5 or 6 feet and land on your back. It's just like this, and he's sitting there. He does this, and he adjusts himself again, and he goes and he puts his hands back like this.
Oh God, I'm gonna sit across from him.
I have something I'd like to do. I would like to stasis him, so he's all like, and then just tip him over the back of the thing onto his back on the ground.
You're gonna have to roll for this. It's perfect, but roll for this because again, robos are trained in mental defense tasks. There's a lot of stuff that he's working with.
Can he talk if he's stasis?
If he's
no,
stasis,
but if he's Chester can telepathy him or something.
Chester can just glare at him.
Right. I was going to resume the conversation that we were having.
He'll be able to resume the conversation after we show him that we're in charge.
Okay, fine.
Yeah. Go for it. So you're gonna have to roll. Let's see.
Okay. Yeah, so I can spend 2 levels of effort. Oh,
Okay.
actually, you know what? Since I have to spend points to do stasis, let me double check that math because that's going to cost
I
points too.
forgot to refill my pools at the beginning, so.
Okay, stasis costs 3. So if I do one level of effort, that only costs me 1 intellect.
Okay. Down to 15.
Do that.
You guys are literally like messing with probably one of the top 3 or 4 most dangerous people in the real world.
Real world. No, nobody cares about the ones in the real world. Come on.
Some don't.
And I'll spend an XP to re-roll that 3.
Okay, good. So still at 15 or above.
It comes to a 9.
All right. So
Just rolling badly today.
You on his. Hold on, I've got his right here. There it is. You now roll for defense.
Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go for it because I've already blown all my edge this round. So, click. 7.
You take 5 points of electrical damage as well, and you feel that again you were getting ready to do stasis, and some connection that should have gone right. I mean, everything is A, B, C, D, E. Somehow, one piece was taken away out of the pattern, and you find yourself shocking yourself and falling back. So now 2 of you guys are on your back, trying to get your muscles back into working order.
Okay,
hate him
just
so
Chester, the
much.
moment he sees the blinks go down, he's just gonna, he's raging up, and he's just gonna grab the Don by his neck and just dangle him up. Like this is
Roll for defense. Roll for defense
It
right
was a
now.
bad idea.
I'm just gonna let you guys be stupid, and then I'll
I
take
love it.
How's that?
It's only going to be Oedipus standing.
I'm spending might to whatever. Yeah, it's might, so I'll spend 3 levels.
Okay, 18, 12, 9, 6.
And
6 or above.
I got a 2.
Oh.
None of us have any XP left, do we?
Oh yeah, we do. We have
Yep.
3.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right. We refilled pools. I did not refill my pools. Hang on.
Mhm.
Let me do that.
Okay.
Base team overlay, and then I'm going to spend a reroll. 17.
Okay. So you can feel like you're starting to get shocked.
Fuck that. My leg's hurting me more than this shot.
I'll say this though, at 17, it's not at 19 or 20. At 17, you can get your hand on his throat without it shocking, but you cannot, you start to go to pick him up and you realize, holy shit, this guy is heavy.
Fine, he's going down then. If I can't pick him up, I'm putting him down.
So your knowledge, you know that if you keep putting your hand, if you continue with this, he's going to attack again. But you have an attack this time. So you now roll to subdue.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
you'll have an actual roll.
All right, let me hang on. I gotta make sure. So I spent. So that puts me at 18.
He's like this electric thing. You guys are just trying to
I'm gonna
punch. And
spend 2 levels of effort.
18, 12, 9.
20.
Nice. Okay, you tell me how you pick him up, which is almost
so first,
impossible.
it's almost impossible. First, as soon Chester feels the shock and it's too heavy, so he sets him down for a second, and as soon as he sort of gets him on the ground, he gets his foot under the cinder block, which gives him leverage, and he just flings him up as high as he can, and just shakes him like a fucking rag doll. And his shadow effects, just like all of his fur at this point is just smoke and shadow. He's like, God damn it, who the fuck do you think is in control here, Don? And it's down, and then he's back down on the ground, shakes him, and then back up, just like to make it clear.
His eyes are bright, they're not human, but they're bright, they go wide, they get even brighter as you're squeezing. You can absolutely tell he's trying to talk, but he can't, but he's trying to curse you, but he can't. You are in total control. This is the moment when you see Spaz racing towards you at top speed towards you. And then everybody sees this.
I want to assert control on Spaz
Okay.
because I feel it's not mine right now.
Absolutely clear. Your favorite little buddy there is totally under the control of Grundy Fratello.
Fuck that. Spaz is mine.
Yep. So, and you have a specific ability, correct?
Assert control to intellect.
Good. Okay. It'll still be a roll because it's a opposed roll.
Yep.
Well, opposed. Actually, technically, it would be.
Yeah, it's opposed. Vying for control is an opposed roll.
Yeah.
So I will spend 3 levels of effort on this.
Okay.
So that's how many points? So 3 plus 2 plus 2, 7. So that's 7 minus 2 is 5. 5 intellect.
Okay, so I roll mine because he's tier 5, this, that, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Okay. What did you roll? Did you roll yet?
I got a
16.
12.
Okay. So 6.
And then I made it 3 steps easier. So it's a 12 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3.
I have 3 too. Or also. Tier 4. Actually, he's tier 5, but he doesn't put his.
And
So
I also am trained in blurb flies.
okay, so
That's
This got complicated.
yeah, he's you try desperately. You're trying to get it hold for just half of a second. You can almost feel your little buddy back again, but nope, it just like this, and now it's making a beeline right for Chester, who's holding up one of the most powerful criminals in the entire planet, and it's going for you now. Jack, Chester is going to have to dodge Spaz right now, and Spaz has what does Spaz have for? It's the bomb. It's the
Spaz has a corrosive bomb.
corrosive acid. Yeah.
Really a single attack. It'll get everybody in like an area. So he's gonna bomb himself with it too.
Can I wait? I want to.
But wait a sec. Corrosive acid. Is it acid or it's an air?
No, it's acid.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, I thought it was a inhalant thing. No. Okay. Well, yeah, he will get himself. Pure robos don't breathe, eat, or sleep or anything. So if it was a gas,
Well, it might be a gas. Let me see.
Your own blurfly is being turned against you. Oh, that shows how badass this dude is. Yeah.
He is pretty badass.
Your oldest and most beloved blurbfly has been turned
My
against you.
beloved
That is just
friend.
twist the knife slowly.
This. I mean, we're straight up just like confrontation. So hang on.
This is like a really messed up like Tarantino movie. It's like interrogation, whole bunch of badasses in red trackies are trying to beat the shit out of him, just getting shocked and hit. It's rad.
Oh, where did I put it?
Mm-hmm.
Oh
So-
wait, I have an idea.
I'm
Hang
trying to
on.
remember where I had the
Let
description.
her do a thing.
Oh,
Mhm.
I want a shadow fuck.
On the next turn,
Amazing.
next try it. Yeah. This is the turn where Spaz is gonna do his thing or not, and then everybody can react, including that. I think it's the corrosive. I have it here, I think. Yeah.
It's corrosive something.
Yep. Okay. There we go. That should do it.
This is what it says on my sheet. Has a payload for a bomb or something, yo.
It works.
Accurate.
It works. Yes. Okay.
Like you said
so
before, that's part of the rules that Alex didn't write. That's
yeah, exactly. I don't know.
Like-
Sorry, talk about that. Okay, let's see. I have it right here. Corrosive. That's just plague poets. Okay.
Let's see.
Corrosive gas. Oh, it is a gas. Everything suffers damage equal to the cipher's level. So it is a gas. It's corrosive. And all of you guys breathe, and Grande Fratello does not breathe. He never has. He's never needed to.
I
So,
feel like he'd still get some corrosion on the outside.
oh yeah, but he'll be walking out of there if you guys don't. So,
That's true.
everybody's
That's
now
fair.
going to roll a defense because Spaz is right in. Spaz is dropping this, and this is the defense to see what you guys do.
Alex, I'm just gonna.
Yep.
Once I got a 20, and my major effect is I can immediately take a second action. You didn't let me take my second action. So I feel like.
Let's see. The 20. Yeah, but actually, I think the 20 was the fact that you didn't get shocked, and he.
That was
Yeah.
that-
Yeah, I'll buy it. Okay. Yes. It's going to be very, very difficult. But yes, absolutely.
So I will buy this. It's difficult. Like Chester's not focused, so it just barely here. I'm going to try to shadow fuck to take. If I can take control of him, I can take control of Spaz.
Mhm.
It's going to cost me. It's going to cost me 4 of my intellect to do it,
Mhm.
which I will
Sure,
actually spend.
21.
And sorry, four intellect, so that'll take me down to 18, and then I will spend additional No, it doesn't say I have to roll. Oh, a successful attack roll, you pour your shadow, so I still have to attack him.
That's the roll, yeah.
So I will spend 2 levels of effort of might to make it easier for me to attack.
It's 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. Okay, so how many are you going to drop it down?
So I'm dropping it down 2. What are we at now?
24. I'm not telling you, but okay.
You're saying the math out loud.
Yeah, I know. I'm trying to be non-metagamey. You're at 24 to bring it down. It's a step more difficult than it was already, and he's at what is it?
Isn't he kind of grappled already though? Doesn't that make it easier?
Yeah, but this is also a second attack on something, something else coming in, and the confusion drops it by 1. So 24, but we can drop it through your either using effort and or assets. So what are we dropping it, or how?
All right. So what are my assets? So my I want to. So I'm trained in intimidation.
That counts. Yep.
And trained in initiative, which would make me move quickly. So I don't know if I can call that an asset. Otherwise, I think like intimidation is basically the only thing I have for pure asset to use.
Okay, so it's down to 21. Now you can use your effort.
Anyone else want to assist that's not on their ass? Like maybe?
Smoke, I think you just shouting like Chester would give me a little bit of a, like, because he's not really paying attention.
Oh, yeah.
This is his side.
But Blix is on the ground too, though.
Yeah, Blix is still...
the only one that's not being...
Only Oedipus is... Yep, only Oedipus.
Oedipus is the one who didn't try and...
Guys, we've talked about this before. When I am the voice of reason, something's
Look out for spaz.
All right, I'm spending, is this a speed or a
speed?
Speed.
Definitely.
Okay, speed. Different pool. Okay. So,
So now 21 has gone down to 18 because of Rob.
4 levels of effort.
Okay, 18.
My max.
Okay, 18, 15, 12, 9, 6.
Okay.
6 are, wow.
9.
Okay. Okay. Now, what are you doing? This is Shadowfuck?
So this is Shadowfuck. So I'm going to Chester's got the Don up like this, and he's going to he hears the boomers making a noise because they're seeing Spaz coming in.
Right. And Spaz is dropping.
He's going to spin his head. He sees Spaz, and he puts it together, and just immediately you see like that his shadow effects, which are already engorging his head, are just going to you see him just creep into the Don. The Don's struggling to talk. His mouth's open. You just see smoke start pouring into his robotic frame. And I'm going to this is it's basically holding him. I'm searching, trying to figure out how to shut Spaz down.
Okay. Yes.
He's gonna hate this.
Oh God. Okay. So here's what's happened. Spaz is of course coming in, dropping this bomb. At this point, the Don, who was Gundy Fratello, who was in charge of the blurred fly, is out of control of everything, no longer in control of his own thing for now. Although that holding him in that is going to be difficult too, because he also has mental defense, or he has an asset on all mental defense tasks because so it's going to be difficult to keep him there, but he's there now. Everybody else, because of what just happened with Chester, has a chance to roll another defense, jump the fuck out of the way roll, because the bomb is dropping, but you have that extra second right now. And you guys could jump out of the way and kind of keep moving and not get hit by it, but it's going to take a defense roll. And it's not that difficult because you have it open there. So we're at a 15.
I already rolled when last time you said to roll, so I had a 14.
I didn't roll last time you said to roll, so.
Okay.
I got an 18.
Uh,
and I'm going to roll again just to see what happens. I got a 19. So.
Okay.
For my minor effect, I want to swipe Spaz out of the air on my way out. Or at least knock him towards the outside. Like after the bomb is dropped. So the bomb is dropped. I want to knock him out of the building towards where I am so that I can grab
that.
him
You can do.
on the
That
next
you can do. Yeah, you can't stop, or you're not able to with a miner to stop the bomb or the gas bomb dropping. But as far as swatting him the same direction, I'm all for it. Good.
Yeah, without hurting him. I don't want to hurt him.
Right. I know.
Wait.
Yeah, I know. Okay, so you've got yours. Let's do the best out of 2 rolls. Let's have that be the thing that you guys got from that crazy move. The best of 2 rolls to beat 15 if you want to use effort.
Okay.
You can.
I'll spend 2 levels of effort. Because I get to do everything out of int and have a whole bunch of int edge. So, here we go. 3? No. Okay. And try that again. 13.
Okay. Let's see. Oedipus?
Yes, sir.
So you can, roll twice.
Roll again.
Just take the higher of the 2.
18.
Okay, perfect. All right. Chester's going to roll again to do, again, you got an extra move.
So my extra move was a shadow fuck. But
no, sorry, not extra move. Because of your extra move, now everybody gets a chance to jump out of the way or do something, even though you're holding him up.
Can I jump out of the way while still holding him? Like, if I have to drop him, Chester's going to stand still. He's going to just take the might of the brunt of the damage from this bomb.
Okay.
So you're just
I have to let him go.
You're not going to like bring him with you?
I'm asking Alex if this guy's heavy, if I have to let him go to give up my spot, I'm not going to let him go. Okay,
then if you're going to try and either roll or pull or do something with him to move out of the way best you can, and it's strength. It's going to be a strength test.
I'll roll it straight.
Okay.
No expended effort. I got a 16.
Okay. Nope.
So I think I'm just gonna if that's enough, I'm just gonna try to put the Don between me and the acid and just try to like literally just swing him around. I don't know if it'll do anything, but maybe some of the corrosive it's gas, so that's not gonna do shit. But whatever.
Right. Okay, so those of you who have managed to jump just outside of this area of effect, you can hear that tiny little tinkling of glass breaking as it touches it has a little glass vial thing in it, as it touches the concrete, and then you hear, and everything goes greenish, like a grayish green, big smoke clouds going out and, billowing this way and that. Those of you right here who did not jump out of the way are going to now roll for damage.
Well, the bomb's equal to the cipher of the
level of
thing,
the
right?
cipher.
So
Yeah.
what's the level of the cipher, Smoke?
It's a 7.
Yep.
Fuck me.
Yep.
I mean,
and no armor.
I didn't roll this time when I refilled it. I could try re-rolling and find out what level.
Nice.
No, so
It was a 7 last time when we melted
Belky.
Belky.
Nice. Cool.
So can we I didn't want and this is kind of like a fuck you move. Can I get just half damage, Alex? Because I think Chester's not really moving out of the way, but he's trying to kind of block it and move back a little bit. I will take half because I want the Don to see Chester almost inhale this gas and spit it back out. This is Chester is trying to display with this guy that he is not to be fucked with. That he did not if the Don has an equal, it's fucking his hand is around his neck right now.
Nice. Okay. Now the corrosive damage is happening, of course.
Right.
The Don is under control. He's surrounded by the gas as well, but he has no reason to inhale. He can't. And so no problem. It stings, but that's about it for metal.
Okay.
It stings like a son of a bitch. So you take the 7 damage.
Well,
who
7, can we half it and round up and say I take 4? Since I succeeded my roll to dodge, I just didn't want to let go of the die.
I'll let you choose. You can either regain or retain control of him or take the full damage.
I will retain control of him.
Okay, so
sorry.
not or.
Right.
Sorry, retain control of him and take full damage. Yeah. Yep.
Okay, so full damage, which is
he's still yours. And you're rolling, and now you're gonna have to spend another round to crawl or run farther away if you got hit. Those that already managed to get out are gonna just keep running. So who else got hit by the gas? Was that Oedipus?
And it lasts for D6 rounds. Shall we see how long?
Well, luckily, you guys, I mean, think about it. You guys are in a parking garage. It's great. Imagine if you were in a small room that you'd locked to make sure he didn't get out. Well, Spaz would have. Anyway.
No, like the backseat of an X-Cab or anything like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or say a warehouse.
Mm-hmm. So who else got hit by it?
I think I did.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm updating my stuff because I'm impaired now.
Yep. Okay. Yes. And now, for those of you keep running, you can. Smoke, you see that Spaz has been kind of spinning towards safety, and trying to you can actually tell that it's trying to reboot. It's trying to get its bearings back. It's no longer in control via Grande Fratello. So that's for you, Oedipus. However you're running, Tom Cruise style or whatever it is, you're getting the hell out of there.
I'm gonna run towards where Smoke set up this negotiation table.
Wait, we were at the negotiation.
So
that's like the epicenter of the smoke of the gas.
I'm gonna run to the car then, but we need to get this guy out of here. We need to. You guys really ruined his entire situation. You know that, right?
I think we made it better.
So those who don't have or didn't jump are going to roll again to keep moving out of the way for these D6 rounds. The minute you get out of it once, I'll let you keep running without getting hit. But each round for these following 5 rounds that you don't make it, you're going to take the damage trying to crawl away. So
how long can? Well, do I have do I have anything? I got nothing.
Did we actually roll for how many rounds it was? Because maybe it's just 1, right?
Yeah, isn't it D6 rounds? Oh, D6 rounds, right? Or is it? Oh, we didn't. Okay, sorry. No. Yes, I was just thinking 6 rounds. Sorry. Yes.
Low roll.
Can you roll a D6?
5. It lasts 5 rounds.
Okay.
Damn it, Smoke!
Can we spin an XP to make her re-roll it?
No way! Not for Cypher level.
I hit the roll 1d20 instead of the update stream overlay, so I don't know.
There it is.
Show it.
Yeah.
Perfect. So those who got hit last time, roll again for a defense. It's at 18. If you want to drop it by using effort, you can.
Okay, so just to remind you, I took tough as nails. Which decreases the difficulty of might defense rolls 1 step.
Okay, might defense rolls, sure.
I don't know if that comes into play. I don't know what I'm doing.
It's not might yet because you're not certain gases and things like that. You'd be rolling for might to but not. No, this is just to get the fuck away from it.
All right. Yeah. Here we go.
You feel at this point like it's eating the inside of your lungs. It's
19.
Hey, don't you have the partial shadow thing?
Yeah, but if I partially there, I'm gonna let go of the Dawn. Chester's
not really.
Yeah.
It doesn't say that you
gas and gas. I'm basically turning into a gas to escape a gas. I don't know if that works.
You could do you could find a way to kind of go halfway through and do it, but if you were to totally go partially there, what is it called?
Partially there. Yeah. It lets me
partially there, and then there's turn to smoke. Turn to smoke would make.
I don't have turn to smoke. I just have partially.
But you wouldn't be able to hold him. Partially there would have the damage, but you'd still be able to hold people because you can still interact with the real world.
I'm for getting out. I got a 19, so Chester's gonna.
Okay.
And then I get to learn something useful.
We got 19. Okay. You learned that. Oh, how about this? That Grande Fratello is, his eyes have now gone white, and you can actually see him doing a reboot thing that you've seen other robos do before, and you feel like incredibly soon he's going to break out of the shadow fuck there because he's that badass. But so he's trying. You see that he's trying to make a roll or trying to make it an effort the next round to break free.
Got it.
Yeah.
What happens
He's
if you
that
get
close.
double shadow fucked?
I mean, he's
Because
a badass.
he's taking 4 damage from it around, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I'm gonna help.
Yep. So from you to turn around and do it in the middle of the cloud and all this stuff, it's gonna be.
I'm gonna turn to smoke.
Mm-hmm. Perfect.
And then I'm gonna
before you do that,
saunter in.
I was gonna say before you do that, let's
take more than 1 round.
so resolve. Mike, can you roll for Blix just to see?
Yeah,
if you can...
Blix still needs to run to get the hell out of here. He's trained in
Yeah.
climbing and jumping and stuff like that. So
you can jump out of the way. So 18 to 15 is 1.
okay, and I can spend 2 levels of intellect to replace speed.
Good. 12-9.
And I can, make a roll that's probably not going to cut it. Like that, 7.
Okay. So you're taking another 7 points of damage, or yes, 7 points of damage. And yeah, it's affecting like your Vurt inside the Krang part of you. You can actually feel burning, like it's burning the Vurt out from inside of you is what it feels like. It's anguish, absolute excruciating.
You feel kind of like Balky.
This is real bad. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Okay, so those are 2. Now, Smoke is going to do what?
I'm going to turn to smoke and head back in.
I can dig that. Okay, go for it. That's activation cost, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so this round.
That's.
So this
4
round you're
might.
turning into.
-2
Mm-hmm.
is 2 might. So I'm just I can't do another action on this round.
Nope. You turn into smoke and
I just
since you have
walked walked. I floated
Yeah,
right
yeah.
back in.
okay. So you're gonna float in on the next round. So you've done your thing, you're turning and
Well, I
you're
can do an
about ready to
action
go
and
back
a
in.
move at the same time.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
I'm
So you're-
turning to smoke
you were-
and then I'm moving in there.
Right. So you'd already gone two rounds or 2 turns, sorry, rounds away from it, then turned into smoke, and now we're coming back.
Oh, because I got out on the first round.
Right, and you had to for the second round just keep running because it
Oh,
keeps
yeah,
spreading out. Yeah. So you're
Okay,
it's
so I'm 1
unfortunate
round
it's
back.
round. Yeah, the next round you're there. Yeah. Okay, let's see here. All right. Okay, there we go. So yes, the corrosive damage is out now. Your Vurt is burning out on the inside. Grande Fratello at this point is trying to reboot, and he let's do a defense or just a basic roll from you, Jack, to have Chester keep control of him. It's an opposed roll because he's tier 4 badass.
Is this out of intellect?
Correct.
I'll spend 3 levels of effort to drop it.
Okay. Okay.
And
18.
I got a 6. I'll spend 1 of my XP to reroll.
Okay.
Here we go.
18 or above.
18.
Excellent. Okay. He starts to reboot. You can actually see his eyes start to get a little bit back, and then you can see smoke kind of coming out of the side of his mouth and here and there. He's filled with smoke again. He's yours. Another 4 points of damage. And at this point, you can actually hear him start to groan. So you're actually starting to hurt him now. Okay. Spaz is out of the way. Smoke, you've turned around. You're coming back. Oedipus, you are...
I was running towards the car.
Right.
So where the gas is, it was a vial, right, that exploded. So there's nothing to kick out of the way or anything, right?
No, not anymore.
Okay, then
You could blow it away with some kind of fan thing.
I'm in a Ford Comet. I don't have a fan.
Spinning it around like doing donuts to cause some wind.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna hop in the car and I'm going to aim at the Don and try to pin him to the wall.
Okay, so that's going to
Maybe he'll
be
listen to us while he's pinned down.
perfect. So hop in the car, turn it on, and get it to start to turn around is one action.
Okay.
Definitely. Okay, so you're in, and you're also similar to Smoke.
I'm
you're
holding
facing-
the Don. You're gonna pin the
Yes.
Don while I'm holding him?
Well, I don't assume you're gonna keep holding him because this entire scenario is kind of ridiculous.
Hold him at arm's length. Stay out of the way.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I love it. I love it. And Blix, you are hurting at this point.
I
and
am very hurt at this point, and I am trying to get the hell away from the smoke because I'm not sure if I actually accomplished that last round or not.
Mm-hmm.
What happens if you stasis yourself? Can you stasis yourself out of this?
No, I have to stasis other
you
people.
wouldn't be able to unstasis really, or kind of. But, so yes, now we are in round 3 of 5. Yes.
Yeah.
3 of
So
5.
do I still need to roll again to try to get out of the cloud?
Yeah, you will. Everybody's going to do one more defense roll if you have to, or one more whatever roll. So let's start with you, since you're just trying to get away.
Okay.
Just 15 or above, because it's now 3 rounds in.
Okay. I will spend 3 levels of effort.
Yes. Keep dropping those pools.
I haven't touched my pool.
Nice. 15 or
10.
above? Okay. You want to reroll?
Yes, I do.
I would. So
It's 15 to, was 15 the original goal?
nope.
15,
No,
15 is
I
with
have
it brought down by 3?
Yeah, I have it on the 3rd round of any gas attack. It goes down 1 because it's starting to disperse a little bit. You guys have a better understanding. So now it's, instead of 18, it's 15 to beat.
But then he brought it down by 3.
Oh yeah, it's 15. So drop it down 15, 12, 9, 6. So what?
So
So I
then
got
you
a
beat-
10, so I did make it.
Oh, you used 3
Yeah.
effort?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Perfect. Yep. Yes. So
does that count as my action for the round?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
kind of your
just-
move, isn't it?
just to scramble away, and again, from here on out, as long as you keep
Well, I
moving
guess
away
it's like
from
a
it,
double move.
you're safe. Yeah. So this is to get out of the way and to keep running like everybody else. If you stop, it's going to hit you again, and you'll have to reroll. So everybody going away from it is one thing. Jack, let's have you roll for Chester.
I thought my last roll was to get away from it. Is this? I got to do this again?
Every round until it's done, it's to keep running away from this
All right.
expanding cloud.
Here we
15
go.
or above is difficulty. It's speed.
I'll spend 2 effort to bring it down.
15, 12, 9.
I got a 3.
Want to reroll? You don't
Yeah.
have to. Okay.
I have to.
Probably.
I got a 9.
Okay. Got it. All right. You also tell me what you do now. Understand that totally controlling the Dawn, like moving around at just like however you want, and running away is pretty difficult. You can make it sloppy to get away, but tell me where you're.
Right? Is there as I'm running, Chester's going to look for this is a construction site. I'm assuming there are some concrete pillars that make up the foundation of this building.
Well, it's a parking garage with detritus. Yeah, it's been broken down. There's definitely concrete pillars. What you do see, even as you're looking around, is of course what's left of the corporal part of smoke turning into full smoke and racing towards this expanding cloud.
Oh, I'm tossing the Don. So I'm throwing the Don into smoke.
Okay.
I'm running, and once I see smoke's cloud coming this way, it's toss, the old toss and run.
Perfect. And as you're doing that, and you're going to roll for it just on might, but it should be pretty easy. That's difficult. But you also see the car now turning around and coming towards.
Oh, you can drive right through me with the car. That's fine.
I got a 6. How easy was it?
Did you use any effort?
You said it was pretty easy, so I assumed I didn't need to.
No, but I mean, it's not like you're going to take damage. It's just going to be sloppy. So you're able to move out of the way, but your throw is more of you stumbling onto him and him rolling around on you. You still have his hand or his neck in your hands, but it's ugly and it's falling and it's nowhere near as graceful as you thought.
Oh no, he was pushing him towards me.
Right.
So
He was trying to. Yeah. So now you have like a somersaulting, wrestling match coming towards you instead of
Oh, like he didn't let him let go?
No, he tried to throw, and with a 6, there's no way to throw that much weight to do it.
So he just came with. Okay.
It's no taking damage, but it's just ugly. So that happens. Now we are at his roll. Jack, I need you to do another intellect roll to maintain control. He's a badass. Right. So
he is. I'm not going to spend any more effort on this. So this is going to be a pure roll.
Okay.
A 4. So that's the end of that.
All right. So this roll, everybody I was looking at, kind of see the eyes kind of going like this, and you see this. Gun Fatilla goes like this, and all the smoke just expels from different cracks and things, and the smoke is out, and he starts to shake his head and go like this, and he's on the ground with you as well, and he still has your hand around his neck. He's trying to figure out what's going on. Big mess. Okay, now
where's that car? Where's that car?
It's right here. God, that's awesome. Yes. At this point, yes. So that's him. Everybody else everybody's out of the cloud now, right? There's no one else still taking damage. So everybody can the cloud is no longer a threat, unless you going right back into it with lungs, which you don't have at the moment. Goodness. Okay. So yes. Now smoke. What does smoke do here?
So smoke floats right, like basically on top of him.
Mm-hmm.
I can only be affected by shadow powers, and I can only use shadow powers right now.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to shadow fuck him.
Nice. I'll say that as he's coming out of it, it's one step easier because he's just coming out of another one. This is awful.
He's still rebooting. His eyes are like kind of.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So easier than 15 or above to lock into this badass. It was 18, but.
And I'm like, you think my own blurb fly can hurt me? Show you pain.
Mm-hmm. You better hope he doesn't regain consciousness.
I know. Well, whatever. What's he gonna do to me?
Yeah, spaz.
Spaz. No, poor spaz. All right, so I am going to spend. What do I have to roll? A 15? And 2 levels of effort. And yeah, I think that's kind of it.
So
unless I can use empathy.
12 down to 9. Yeah. So 15, 12, 9.
15, 12, 9.
Okay, so we're at 9.
So that's 2 levels of effort, which costs
any assets?
5. I have empathy, which is good for getting into people's heads.
Maybe not. In this situation, he's still rebooting. He's not even in control. It's just trying to regain.
No, that's it then.
9. 9 or above.
5 minus 2 is 3.
Is there any kind of like knowledge of robo-psychology advice I could be screaming to help her or anything like that?
If there's something you can scream at Grande Fratello to further distract him and make it easier, I think is best. If you want to bleep blip modem sound him.
Yeah, then, like I can bleep blip modem sound him, or I know repair. I don't know if that would be something that would be like, here's where it's going to be vulnerable or something.
Probably not.
No. Okay.
But now it's a 9 to a 6 with your help.
All right. This better work because I've been rolling like crap all day.
Because
I got a 13.
Oh, okay. Good. Okay. So here is now you guys are back in control of the scene. You guys are away from the gas. The car is now coming, is wherever you want it to be.
So what I have him do is when I'm shadow fucking, I have him
Right.
start walking towards the oncoming car.
Nice, nice. He is also down. That's 1, 2, 3 rounds with Jack. Another round with you, so 4 to 16. Damn. So, but he's still huge HP. So, yes, you can, as he's kind of being pushed or puppeteered towards this car, everything, you know, the eyes now full white. Yep. Yeah, he's a mess. Okay. At this point, also Spaz is back online and comes over and lands on your shoulder and kind of nuzzles up in a little "I'm sorry" kind of thing, and on your shoulder. So it didn't.
I make a shadow shoulder so he can do it.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, you don't really have a shoulder, so no, it's used to this. Okay. So now you hear the sounds of yelling. Out from outside. They probably saw smoke coming out. It doesn't necessarily sound like MPD or anything like. There's no sirens, but you hear yelling. People are quite clear that something's happening in here at this point. But you're at the exit if you want. So what would you guys like to do? No need to roll anymore because you have full control.
What's the current status of the Dawn? Because I lost track about mid-fight.
He's not impaired or anything. He's under control because he's the shadow fuck thing. So he's in control, being controlled by a cloud of smoke with a blur fly, you know, in it.
Okay. I think we need to throw him back in the trunk and get out of here, because I don't want to lose him. Because otherwise, he's just going to hunt us down and kill us.
Mm-hmm. Now, does Shadowfuck, is that ability, does it require visual?
I'll get in the trunk with him. I'll stay a shadow.
No space, unfortunately.
I'm literally a shadow.
Oh,
I'm a cloud of smoke.
What am I saying? Yeah, you got space.
I can go in a keyhole.
Yes. Oh, that's right. Tier 4 rules. Okay. Yes. No problem. You guys can get in the trunk. Voices are even louder. Maybe even hear some people saying, "Look up there! Look up there!" Because again, it's a parking structure. Someone down on the street outside. Everybody else, Chester, your leg, the excruciating pain comes back like fire right now. But you can move where you need to.
Just drinking.
Yep.
Like it's soon.
Perfect.
He's moving. He's down on the flask.
Mm-hmm. Now, Blix here, you're jumping in, I would imagine, or not? Up to you.
Yeah, I am getting in, and if I can spend an action taking a recovery roll, I will do that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. So, and this is where we'll break for, right here. But you guys are in the car, and you're able to get out of the parking structure. As you're racing towards the exit, you go out the exit of the parking structure and take a right, and you see motorcycles coming in and going in, from the other side and going in the parking structure to go up and investigate. They don't have gang colors on. They don't look like MPD. They aren't all robo. In fact, some of them are dog men. There's 6 of them. But maybe they're a small biker gang or something, but they're investigating. They see you take off and they don't put 2 and 2 together. You guys are out. You guys are scot-free with one of you guys in the trunk with, again, this badass. Now, we'll break, but wherever you're going, you need to, it needs to either be close, and you can choose now. There's a couple spots, options. It has to be close enough time-wise that you're not going to lose, because how long does the shadow fuck last for? Especially with him.
I can maintain it for free for subsequent rounds, but it costs an attack, blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't say how long.
It's an attack roll each time to maintain. Yeah. Okay. So I'll say that because of all the crazy shit that just happened to him, that when we come right back after the break, you guys can have made your way to another safe spot very close by, but you're going to be dealing with having to make this roll to, maintain. So you guys know his power at this point. And he's unconscious in your trunk, but the minute he wakes up, you guys are in deep shit, as you know.
So, we should drive to that construction site.
The one right around the corner?
Yes.
No problem. Yes. Okay, so that's where we'll stop just for now. We can come back in 10. The wrap up, or the second half, is going to be nuts. So yeah.
I'm nuts. I mean, the first part was just so relaxed.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was really sure that Oedipus was going to actually get to talk to him.
Yeah.
And
So
then
you started strangling him.
well, he stole my blurb fly. He was going to
nice.
if I had
We had a nice negotiating plan, and then you started strangling him.
Yeah. Also, yeah.
Started
Also
it.
understanding that, when it comes to the most powerful people in the real world, he's on that top 5, top 10 list.
We just beat him, so I think we're above him now.
Yeah, that's exactly what Chester would think.
Beat him might be a bit of a overread of the situation, but
Yeah, get those air quotes ready, because cool. So we'll come back in 10, and let's see how you guys deal with Brandon.
What's going to happen right now?
I don't know.
No. Here's what's going to happen: is the Robo Boomers are all going to show up at this site we just left with coffee.
We have an army of baristas heading to a gas line.
Where'd
We
they go?
forgot about the baristas.
Nice.
Clem-
So
we'll call them from the car.
Just so you guys know.
Coffee cups, just looking at the scene, just like, what the fuck?
Yep, we're gonna
We
play
have the worst leaders.
we're gonna play a side session where you guys are those 4 people.
Oh my God! Can we do that?
Oh, what happened? Roll for intellect. Yeah, cool. Okay, so we're back in 10, and we'll start in the heat of it. Nice.
Good.
Cool. See everybody then.
All right. Bye.
Listen up, Kettlings. The Vurt wants you. The only way out is to finish the game. Be careful. Be very, very careful.
Next match sets home rivals Man City against United. Blue versus red. Blue is its most visceral. It's Friday. Buy your ticket with us today.
And welcome back, everybody.
Welcome back. Welcome back. All right, we'll pick up exactly where we left off with the boomers racing into a very nearby safe house that is. No. Okay.
So I'm assuming Eddie's driving and Chester's in the passenger seat.
Jack, can you announce this part where you said Chester has a plan?
Yeah. Well,
say it out loud.
Let's head to the MPD.
What? Wait, I can't hear you.
You think this guy wants to pop? You think this guy wants to pop out of the trunk in front of a station?
Nice.
No,
actually, everybody roll.
He's got a choice. He can deal with us or he can deal with them. He's showing.
Everybody roll an intellect. Everybody roll intellect right now. Just a basic intellect roll. Don't worry about effort or anything like that. This is just to assess the situation. Okay.
I got a 3.
That sounds about right. That sounds exactly right.
I got a 13.
Yeah,
okay. Yes. And Shar.
8.
No. Okay. So half of so the two of you guys that are probably Chester is dealing with the fact that his tibia is sticking out of the skin again with his twisted broken leg. Smoke is actually trying to maintain control and surround one of the biggest badasses on the planet. And you other two, as you know, one of you is driving, one of you is calculating, as usual, are realizing that if he regains consciousness again and comes back, that it's almost certain that one of the powers he's going to use, or one of the things he's going to try to do, is to call in reinforcements, of course. And you know how difficult he is, that, again, once he gets consciousness again, every time you try and touch him, he can do this shock. There's a lot of other things he can do. So the two of you guys are incredibly nervous about him.
My plan holds.
Okay, here's a new idea.
Yes.
Explain the plan to us before you execute it.
All right, plan's simple, Eddie. This guy's gonna wake up in a few minutes. He's either gonna kick Smoke's ass, he's gonna call in reinforcements, he can probably fucking tell him where he's at. Do you think the Corps Marshal are gonna send a bunch of guys in a block away from the MPD? It's a war. We need to parlay someplace where this guy's not gonna pull more shit. And I say a block away from like Strangeways is a pretty good location. You got a better idea? You got some place in this city we can get to fast enough that's remotely safe enough from this asshole?
I feel like the gas must have affected me because it
I say we
doesn't sound
drop him off a bridge.
stupid.
It
almost sounds acceptable.
All right, the math.
Of all the options we got, I think it's our best one.
Yes.
We're in no position to take on the American. I don't fancy sending 40 boomers to their death just because we're in a scrap.
Okay, let me ask you one more thing. Is there any good coffee places 2 or less blocks away from Strangeways?
I mean,
we have to get them on our back on our side somewhere.
We don't need them on our side. We need them cowering.
Fair. Okay, fine. I reluctantly agree to this terrible plan.
So where can we find that is a safe place after all this that you're talking about?
Any local MPD, we need some place quick. There's got to be a station around here somewhere. We just need to get close.
Well,
enough.
yeah, but we don't want to be anywhere that's like, hey, remember us, the guys who broke out? You know, we don't want to be, you know.
That's fair. What would could I roll? Like, I feel like Chester would know.
Yep.
Chester
you want to make a call?
Yeah.
Now's the time. Yep. Make a call. Find a contact. Yeah, your contact. Find exactly if that's.
Chester sort of pulls his PDF out, sticks in his mouth. You guys hear him mumbling. Do I need to roll for this, Alex?
Yes. Yeah, just to see how much info. You'll still connect and get some, but you get the extra 19 or 20.
I got a 1, but I want to use my last XP. Can I re-roll it?
Mm-hmm.
Usually he doesn't let us re-roll. I'm going to re-roll it because this is. Okay, I got an 8.
Okay. All right. So at least it isn't a 1. Okay, good. So yes, who are you calling? from the old days, or?
I no, I'm not going to call. I'm not going to call into MPD. I'm going to call into family.
Okay.
We forget that Chester has a massive extended family, most of whom work for the city.
Yep.
So
that's right.
Had, in one of our second sessions, he had a brother who
Yep.
basically like CSI forensic.
Mm-hmm.
That's who I'm reaching out to.
Perfect.
He'll have some level of like he'll know.
Mm-hmm.
He'll give me what I need. Like he'll know the stations in Manchester. He'll probably know the areas because he's in and out freelancing, working with a few of them. He's my best bet.
Perfect. So even without the 19 or 20, he tells you, get out of there, brother. Get out. Stay away from the MPD. They're after you. They've got a bug on one of your bugs. Get out of there. Now, bug on one of your bugs, you know he's talking about blurb flies. He says, get out of there, brother. Get out of there.
All right. Well, scrap that plan. What do you guys got?
Or do you tell us all this or not?
I'm gonna be like, nope, Chester's an idiot. Everyone just recognized Chester's an idiot. It was a bad plan. Your guy's chance. And
Well, okay.
Are you gonna tell Smoke, possibly telepathically, because I'm in the trunk?
Yes.
Yeah, I think he would. I think he'd reach out to Smoke and be like, how can you do this vaguely? He wouldn't even do this. He just do him blunt, like, one of your flies is corrupted. Fix it.
I'm gonna, since we're on like weak plans and all that, how likely are we to get back into the place where I shot Lil Don? Like the abandoned building.
That place is swarming.
Okay.
Oh, it was a while ago.
How far are we from Boomer HQ?
Hold on. Let me answer the question.
Where can you find us that is really, really close to here that we can at least get out of the car? Because we can find a way to keep the Dawn under control.
Boomer HQ is the best thing I got. At least there's boomers there.
And we're going to get everybody killed. Here, okay. If we're going to double down on scaring the shit out of him,
I'm not talking about scaring the shit out of him. I'm talking about like not letting him wake the hell back up. Because there's ideas here. There's plans.
Okay.
Plans within plans.
If we do let him wake up.
If we're trying to keep him from waking up, I've got a good way to keep him from waking up.
That's fair.
Do tell.
We have.
What is the way?
Nice.
Okay.
Chester hates this plan, but he sort of nods and been like, better than what I got.
Okay.
So two whoopies.
Can we?
You're gonna keep him from waking up in the real world by not letting him wake up in the real world?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can we find a place that's neutral and not right next to either the Cromerta or the MPD?
Yeah. Have you roll an int roll. It's not difficult, just to see if you get a 1 or 19 or 20, but
11.
9. A 9 just to find a good spot without bring it down if you want.
No, I mean I rolled an 11, so I'm good.
Okay.
While we're in the car, I'm gonna do recovery rolls.
Good. Anybody wants to do those?
Yeah, I was gonna say if we have 10 minutes, I'll do a 10-minute one too.
Yep.
I did the action one earlier.
They're first of the day and they're 10.
I'm going to have my flies, since we're going into a feather, I'm going to have him go patrol the building we were just at and hang out there. In case he did get a hold of the Cromerta and they go to the last known location, then the MPD will head there too.
Okay, cool. So Spaz goes back?
So all my flies.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, I don't know which one is bugged.
Right, it's true. Yeah, you know one got controlled over, but that isn't necessarily that Spaz has the bug. It's just
right.
So okay. So roll for your just to see how good of a spot you get. 19 or 20.
Oh, Eddie.
Rob.
Yep.
It's Rob.
Oh, what?
Yep. Yeah, you're gonna roll
You're navigating us to a safe spot.
14. I had already rolled for that, so.
Okay, perfect. Yes. Okay. So 14, you find, a place that used to be they were building a Slick City feather shop, but then they stopped building. They ran out of money. Then a whole bunch of Robo Crusties took it over and kind of made it into a boomer den where they're just, there's a bunch of, it's just horrible, but it's safe. It stinks and it's ugly, but it's better than the worst toilet in Manchester where you guys were a few sessions ago. So safe house, you got it. Now, car is in here, you're in the little parking garage area. You can shut the door. You guys are now in a 10 by 20 shed, garage kind of, there's a bunch of tools and stuff, but nothing fancy at all. It's things that were going to be used for construction. So you're there. The door is closed. At this point, you're feeling Smoke. You're definitely feeling like he's starting to push back. He's starting to try and get past. But your Smoke, Shadow is very effective against Robo. So he's trying way harder than he would have if you weren't what you are. So, so the clock is ticking. Give him 3 rounds to wake up. If you guys don't do anything in 3 rounds, he is waking up.
Okay.
No. We getting on it? Come on.
I feel like
They're terrible. I hate feathers.
I mean,
This is good. It's fine. This is
look.
it will take control.
Handwritten sign.
It's a plan that we can actually execute on.
Yes.
Okay, best case scenario, it's only a black feather and we feed him to something that kills him. And worst case scenario, this really isn't supposed to be a black feathers and we're not entirely sure what's up with that, but there should be something we can feed him to in there.
So
we just got to get back out.
We have a little bit of time before we go in. Can the big nerds, the feather nerds, maybe tell us why there is such a thing as a Takshaka black feather versus a yellow?
You can try for it. You can make a PDF call to one of your junkie buddies.
I'm going to use my my ability to. Why is my character sheet not visible? I have making a call once per session. That would count to use one of my connections to get something. So I'm going to make a call.
Do it. Okay.
Hello. So yeah.
Okay. So you're calling like, who do you want to call? You want to call
the biggest nerd I know in Vurtland that is not Blix. So like an expert.
Perfect. Okay.
Probably someone who lives in his mom's basement and doesn't get out much.
Perfect. Here's Neckbeard McEdgelord. No, pretty much. A dungeon dweller. Yes, you call a dude who has more nicknames than even he can remember. And you hear him say, "Hey, what's up? What's up? What's up?"
I say, Takshaka.
Oh, that's bad stuff, man. That's like that's heavy. At that point, what?
Yeah, I know.
No. Takshaka yellow, dude.
Right. Why would anybody make a black? Can you think of a good reason?
It's fake, dude. It's fake. Come on.
Why would Okay, second question then. What would anybody get out of faking Takshaka? Are they hiding something?
Man, if it's a copy and it's a bad copy, maybe, but it's yellow, man. If it's black, then maybe it's a bad copy. I don't know, man. You gotta. Where are you? Can I jump in with you guys?
All right.
I don't know. You have to go.
It's weird. I don't know why anybody would do that, but I kind of want to take it with you. Yes.
Yeah.
That doesn't sound safe at all. Are you sharing?
I'll tell him. I'll explain that we're too far from his mom's house to really make this work.
No, man. Oh, he starts actually weeping. It's been a few hours since his last fed there, and he's out of punies and lovelies to pay for it. So, he's super sad. But what you got out of the conversation is it's probably a copy that allows you to get into Takshaka Yellow. But supposedly and hopefully, if it is actually a black copy, it is possible to go in and be able to jerk out of it if it's too much for you. So
Right.
black feathers you can leave if you had to. Yellows, you're stuck until you win. If all is what it seems, what it appears, this should be something where it's Takshaka yellow, but without the cage.
Is there any way to keep our friend in?
Pardon? To
Like
put him in?
How do we keep him in the feather instead of having him jerk us out?
I can handle
let's
that.
see. Yeah, actually, and what you would know also, anybody who has Robo, the Vurt world feels extremely, unfamiliar, and it goes against your genetic makeup. A pure Robo, an autogen, is really difficult for them. It's the equivalent of him being, dumbed down 20 years and have no coordination, everything. He's going to be a mess. Even if he's powerful, he's not going to be nearly what he was.
So
So
he's
for
Sound like
him to
this
find
plan.
you out,
to feather fucked.
yeah. So,
Alright, let's do it.
yeah,
It's a good day for the Don.
all right. Now, okay. So in this little room, again, you feel safe enough. You have place to sit, because you're going to fall over probably, especially with a black feather this powerful. It's probably going to quite literally knock you on your ass. So you guys going in?
Yeah.
Yeah, Don first.
Pop the trunk,
Okay.
force his mouth open, pop it in.
Yeah, he's starting, and the only thing he can manage is no, my crucifix.
Zip.
And he goes, a little bit of petroleum drool just starts dropping like this, and he's just
TikTok smoke. You need to have a mouth.
And it's starting to go cream at the top. So it's starting to go down, 60 seconds.
So Oedipus, Chester, you guys have physical bodies here. Smoke. Form
I
up.
reform like crawling out of him.
Nice. And everybody. Okay, who's the last one in?
Me.
Probably.
'Cause I gotta-
Flicks is gross.
Exactly. Exactly. And you're such a featherhead that you're actually able to take it and put the what's going to be a worthless feather or so in there before you drop. All of you guys. Okay, now this feels different than any other feather you've been in before. The sounds of wings flapping, really loud to the point where it's excruciating pain. You feel cold wind rushing up as if you're falling. You can feel, those of you that have stomachs can feel it kind of rising, and that weightless feeling. You are falling, but it's total blackness. You can't see in front of you anything. It's just total blackness. You can't even see each other or yourselves. This continues for another minute or so, to the point where you're almost scared that this is it and that you're stuck in this dark falling aspect. And that's the point where all of you guys hit as hard as you can against this, it's moss covered, but they're rocks. And now the world goes bright. You are in this jungle, a clearing in a jungle covered by moss-covered rocks. Thank you. So everybody's going to roll to a defense roll right now for falling. And
8.
Okay.
All right.
Can we spend effort on
That's a
that?
good thing.
I'll spend 2 levels of effort on that. So.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, I should have done that, but I'll go with the consequences.
You can do it. You can do it.
Oh, okay.
No problem.
I got
Yeah,
a
reroll, right?
19.
Is this a might defense roll? Because I get my tough as nails should come into play
Yep.
there.
You
This
bet.
is
I'm gonna
my
spend-
defense.
Correct. Yeah,
I'm going to
you
spend
can't
one
stop
level of
dodging.
effort, and I rolled so I get 2 levels total, and I spent so I got a 7.
Okay, that counts. It has to be 6 or above if you dropped it 2. Okay. Wait. 15, 9, 6. Yes. Okay.
Levels.
You'll have
all
a
right.
minor effect coming, Mike, but just a sec.
I'm gonna spend 1 level of effort, which costs me 1. And let's see. 18.
Nice.
Okay. Good. All right, Rob.
My roll went away on screen. Let me see. No, it's gone. It was like I think it was
reroll.
Okay.
Unless it was awesome.
Yeah, I was just saying.
Now it's awesome. Now it's awesome. Yeah.
18.
Okay, good. Okay, and so everybody passed their might test? No. Yes. Okay. So everybody hits. It knocks the wind out of you. For the next 30 seconds, you guys are trying to get your breath back. And of course, on the ground next to you, also trying to get their breath back, is Grande Fratello, whose eyes now are open and are looking at Blix. And here's your minor effect there. And he's looking at you, and in your modem speaking in as robo of a voice as he can muster up, he says, "Who are you?" I mean, he is like, so the minor effect is that he thinks, again, he was passed out. As far as he knows, you just and took him and threw him in the Vurt world. He has no clue. So he thinks you are C3PO for the Ewok. I'm saying. So that's not too absurd.
And I'm not sure the best way to word it to threaten him, but like I want to threaten him that like, yeah, we're here and I can drag you so deep into the Vurt world that you're not getting back out.
Beautiful.
That's pretty good.
Because I can. That's farther down the sheet. So that's...
Yep. So yes, you guys have. Well, he's not happy ally, but he's certainly. There's no reason for him to run away from you guys. He's terrified. You can tell. He's an autogen. I mean, he doesn't do feathers on purpose. He does not do feathers. He hates it even more than Chester. Way more, if you can believe that, because it's a genetic, like, it's every moment in the Vurt world is pain for any autogen. So he's in a bad shape, and he's going to follow you as well as he can. At one point, and here's another part of the minor effect, he reaches out to touch you on the shoulder like this, as if I'm going to shock the shit out of you, and you see a little nothing, just little sparks. It's like Jubilee from the act, worthless. It's like, and he does nothing, and then his eyes go like this, and he says, va bene così. And
like, I will find the deepest, darkest dream hole there is. Mm-hmm. And you will never dig your way out.
So one of the biggest badasses in the real world is now bottom of your little totem pole in the Vurt world, which is part and parcel. Okay, so now as the world kind of comes more and more into focus around you, it's jungles, the air is heavy, it's difficult to breathe, it's hot, it's humid, it feels very real. Obviously, this is at least this is a black feather. And what you do see, though, is if you look up into the sky, it looks like a regular sky with clouds and everything, but every once in a while you'll see one of the clouds glitch, just like that, just up in the sky, way up. One of the many clouds will, and then maybe another one. There's a bit of glitching happening, but you're in a jungle. And it is, it's daytime. You don't know when, but it's daytime and it is hot. It's awful.
I tried my ninja outfit.
Yeah, you got your...
Does it work?
Actually, nope, doesn't.
What about my crown? I am queen of the Vurt.
You're queen of Castleton.
I wouldn't go that far.
I am a queen in the Vurt, not queen of the Vurt.
True. But yes, this feather, as you guys can kind of put together from these different clues, it looks like it is a black feather. It is a copy, hence the glitching. And it is so powerful and yellow style that it's not, you're unable to create things. You're unable to change appearances. You have as much control over this place as you would in walking through a jungle in the real world. So you feel out of control. This is awful for you, Blix, because this is an uncontrollable feather. You don't like this. You almost would prefer a yellow that follows some rules. So that's that. Yeah.
But in true Mystery Science Theater fan fashion, we do get to say, watch out for snakes.
Watch out for snakes. Yeah. Dream snakes. Yep. Go. Yeah. So yes. Now you can hear birds. Tropical birds way off. You can hear kind of movement in the trees. You don't necessarily see any animals or anything. There is the occasional butterfly, cricket, other centipedes, kind of jungle stuff, but nothing that seems like it's swarming more than it should, I suppose. And yeah, again, you're in a clearing and there's no indication which direction is which. Yeah.
There anything like interesting visible on horizons, mountains, plumes of smoke, anything like that?
Quite literally, the forest for the trees thing, like you can't, unless you were way up, you couldn't see over it. All you can see though is the sky above you and these massive, towering trees, with vines hanging off and everything. And that's where you can see the clouds glitching. But no mountains, no indication. Even there, by the way, there's no sun. It's sunny, but there's no sun. You can't tell what's north, west. Okay. Cool. You're totally out. Yep.
Would climbing be might or speed?
Oh, I'm trained in climbing, actually, now that I look at it.
Yeah.
Because hyperprocessing.
Climbing, sure. If you were like, say, if it was something where it was just like a rope going up and down and you did that you could say that was might. Otherwise, if it had to do with dexterity, you could say it's speed. I'd take either. So
I'm talking like a tree, a jungle tree.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're probably 50, 60 feet tall. It'll be some climbing, but it's doable. Mm-hmm. You have climbing, you said?
Yeah, I'm trained in climbing and jumping, so I can head up or I can help Smoke if you want to head up.
Why don't we both do it?
Go for it.
Cool.
We'll help each other on the way up.
Roll that.
Okay. Can I spend 2 levels of effort? Because edge, haha, free. Okay.
Hey. 9.
Actually, if you let me go first, I'm gonna do like that thing where I go. I'm gonna use muscles of iron, and I'm just climbing, and I'm gonna go, and that should act as an asset for your climbing.
Okay.
Oh yeah. True. Okay, so both of you will roll, including assets, or you'll roll first, Shar.
I already rolled.
That's all right, but I haven't seen it. So.
Well, good thing this is the first roll, because I got a 1.
Well,
That's fine, because I have the XP to help, right? Like, to let you re-roll that?
Well,
I mean, I can re-roll it. Wasn't there a thing where we can't re-roll ones?
Well, yeah.
Sometimes doesn't let us do it.
Yeah, sometimes. This one, it depends on Mike's roll. If you got a high roll,
mine was a 10.
Okay, no. Okay, so you are going up and you fall and you land. You aren't that far up and you land on Blix.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're gonna take 1 point of damage just because you just like hit your shin. It's not the end of the world, and you'll have to start over, but it's 1 point of damage. Oh well. So now you guys can roll again. At this point, though, Grande Fratello starts to kind of laugh under his breath, and now he's kind of looking like he's puffing himself up again. You're not that cool. You just got hit by a fallen ally. So he's starting to puff himself up, and and he says, "All right, we need to go here, and I want you to watch out for enemies, and I want you to go up in the tree."
No.
You can turn around 3 circles, and you sit down.
Blix will right up into his face, be like, "No." Like,
I'm gonna do my best impersonation of him, and I'm gonna be like, okay, so you do that again, and you shut the fuck up.
Nice. At this point, he says, "Va bene così." And he opens up his hands like this, and he's concentrating like this, and just little sparks come out again, and he's embarrassed at this point.
Can I push him onto the ground?
Don't worry too much about it, Don. Everyone has performance problems at your age.
I knew it.
And after he kind of after he recovers from falling, after he kind of recovers from falling over, I say ciao, and I say that means goodbye and hello to everybody else.
Yeah. Okay, your ally again he thought he was hot shit again. Now he's back down, and now he's just frustrated and angry. Yes, he's maybe a little less terrified of you, Blix, but he's under your thumbs, because what's he gonna do? Is he gonna run?
How bad do you want me to scare him, guys? Because
let's hold off until we need it again. Like do it if you fall out of the tree again.
So
because the other thing I have something else that'll make it good and scary. I can guarantee you that. It may also make Alex's life more difficult, but
I love it. Bring it. Yeah.
This guy is obstinate.
You guys want to climb again to take a look? You can repeat it. It's no big deal, but just have to pass.
Chester will try to climb. Like he sat out that first.
I was going to say yours down at least three steps because of your leg.
But I got tough as nails. Okay.
Unless it's like you have tough as nails?
Yeah, I'm tough as nails.
Okay.
As long as I'm impaired, it seems like anything my base is down a step for me.
Right. But now if you had a rope to go up, and you might, sure. You could do it because it has nothing to do with your leg. But unless there's a rope or actual handholds to go up to use your upper body strength, it's going to be horrific to try and put any pressure, especially climbing. And if you slip a little bit and you put your leg down, it may come off. So
Chester's gonna wait and
Chester, hang out there for a second. I'll try climbing it again.
I can try climbing again too.
Well, I've got an asset from being trained in it. I've got two levels of effort, and I get an extra asset anytime I'm in the Vurt. So,
are we climbing this tree just because it sounds like a good idea?
We want to.
Well, we're trying to see if there's a direction to go that makes sense. Yeah.
You dropped it 4 levels?
Yeah.
Okay, 3 or above for you.
4.
Okay, good.
It counts.
Okay.
It counts. It's good.
So you make it to the top, and here's what you see. It's trees. It's jungle as far as you can see. There are no mountains. There's nothing but trees as far as you can see, and as far as you can tell, that this little clearing is the only clearing you can see from there. However, now that you're up there, you can smell that the air, the higher up you go, the more it smells like I guess an electrical fire or burning electrical fire, and you can actually see
somebody's making cookies. Yeah.
The tops on all of them are glitching from time to time. The higher up you go, the more glitchy it gets. You can't see in any direction, but now here's what you do see. A ring, again, as far away as you can see, a ring of what looks like blue, a glow, and in 360 directions, it's a giant circle. It's a big blue glow. And as you're watching it, you can actually see, and everybody down there is looking up at you. And then up in the sky, in nice, pixelated numbers or numerals, it says 3, 2, 1. And then you hear ding, ding. And now this gigantic circle, 50 miles away at this point, starts to come in closer and closer and closer.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
We're playing Fortnite. We're in Fortnite. This is...
Exactly, bro. That's exactly it. This is the game. Yes, it is coming in. This is Tuck Shaka Black. These are the jungles where normally he would be. These are jungles probably somewhere in India or somewhere where Tuck Shaka came from. So some type of like the Indian rainforest, like something you'd expect to see like a Bengal tiger jump out at any moment. So that's what you're seeing.
What the hell is this?
It's coming in.
Big ring closing in. Yeah.
How tall is it?
Is this normal? This is the last one. The last one, it was like a medieval castle. What's this one? What am I supposed to do, Blix?
Well, usually there would be a trail and hammers and oil that we have to put on the hammers, and we smack snakes all day.
Yep.
Don't have any trails, and haven't seen any hammers or oil or snakes yet. So, hey, good news there.
Exactly. Yep. Yeah, sap. The main, and anybody, actually all of you guys would know this, whether you're Vurt experts or not. It's one of the more famous feathers, Takshaka yellow. It has to do with, there's a big thing about, you're a prince, you're Prince Utanka, and you're stealing the ruby earrings of the queen and or taking it back to the princess, and you're having to fight Takshaka with big hammers that are covered in sap, which is like the snake dream juice, and it's a video game feel. Definitely boss level shit. And it takes place in this environment, but there's usually a field to play in, or you see snakes. And right now, you don't see anything but a giant blue circle coming in, or at least on the top. So by your calculations, 10 minutes, and the circle is at where you guys are at. It's moving that fast.
Blix, is it short enough that we can climb over it?
If I can see it above the trees, then it's got to be 50 feet tall. So if you turn to smoke, you might be able to fly over it. But yeah, the rest of us, no.
Nice. At this point, let's see, Grande Fratello, he points right near you guys, and he starts yelling in Italian. Guarda lo serpente, blah, 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 blah. Just nonstop.
Like yelling fucking English.
Yep. And he looks over and he says, he's trying to say, the snake. At that point, a big dream snake comes out, bigger than anything you guys have ever seen, 30-foot long python dream snake. And it comes up, it rears its head up like this, and it starts to shimmer a little bit. And it bows its head down towards you guys and says, "Who goes there?"
Blix, who goes there?
Blix goes here.
Give me a Vurt, something. I'll let you use one of your Vurt skills to bring it down one, but to communicate with like a boss dream snake. It's a boss level thing.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I'm specialized in Vurt feathers, and I get tap in. You get 1 extra asset for anything you're doing combat or non-combat in the Vurt.
Okay. 15, 12.
And I can spend 2 levels of intellect effort.
12, 9, 6. 6 or above.
And I can spend an XP to reroll that.
Was it a 1?
It was a 3.
Okay, good.
Now it's a 10.
Okay, that works. It was 9 or above, drop all those things. Okay, so you know very well at this point, you remember, do not speak to these snakes. Do not give them any information, because they'll take it, turn it against you. These are known for being quick. They don't attack just with their fangs. They attack by figuring out your weaknesses. So he repeats again, "Who goes there?"
Oh, I had it written down somewhere.
Yeah. Grande Fratello is trembling at this point. All of you guys, again, this is a dream snake that can pretty much, that if it got you and crushed you to death, it would make a nice meal out of you.
Yeah, Vic Brutus.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting that you said that one. Okay.
Quick, what piece of paper can I find near me that has a name on it?
Yeah. No. Okay. Give me an intellect roll just to see if you think it buys that or not. Normally I wouldn't do this.
Spinning identity.
Yeah, and using an MPD name. I love it.
8.
Okay.
Yeah.
The dream snake at this point says, "Liar," and goes up like this. And that's probably when you remember, oh, that's right, Takshaka was the head of the Manchester Police Department. Even though he's gone, he may still have little tabs on people. So yes, Liar, it goes up like this, and it shoots straight up into the sky, and it glitches out, and it's gone.
Crap.
This. And now the ground starts to rumble like this, rumble, rumble, and you can feel the ground rising and actually falling over, and it's bringing you up onto this plateau that rises above. You're about 100 feet in the air. You guys, are falling all over the place. It gets to a plateau, and the ring that was going around goes and hits the side, and now you're in a battle area. And that's when you look up and hammers drop from the sky, and right in front of you, these jars come up like flowers out of the ground, and it says sap on the outside. And at that point also, you're seeing that there are these really cool these boots that that look like old springs, like it looks almost cartoony. There are also boots there too, and they're all perfectly your size. And at the top, again up in the sky, it now says prepare for battle. 10, 9.
I suit up.
Oh yeah, boots, hammer.
Suit
Dunk it away.
Suit up. And as you guys are getting ready, you have, the hammer's out, the sap is out.
And suit the fuck up.
Is the sap colored at all? Because I want to be like,
yes.
more babe.
Oh, yeah.
like,
Definitely should. Yes. It's a perfect okra. Yeah. Or ochre, not okra. green okra. Yes. So it's, yes. And you guys are preparing for battle. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And then you see the air come together, all the glitching clouds come together, swirl and form, and Takshaka the king snake, the dragon, the demon of the Vurt world, comes up. He's 300 feet tall. He brings his head back like this, and he just starts to laugh. Wah, wah, wah. The laugh is so powerful that you can barely stand it like this. And he goes up like this, and he says, "Who goes there?"
Not Vic Brutus.
We could try. Okay, quick before we act. Can we try that again with me spinning identity and using the fact that Blix just claimed to be Vic Brutus, like as a asset?
It's going to be beyond difficult, but yes,
and the fact that we have Chester here, who is also sort of Manchester PD kind of. Sort.
Okay.
Having a specialization in Vurt feathers, is that something I can use to provide an asset or to help with?
No, because unfortunately, you just kind of.
Yeah. I screwed up the last one.
No, I have knowledge of Vurt feathers, so I could provide an asset for it.
If Chester's onto this game, like he realizes that like we're trying to pose as MPD,
you have a badge, don't you?
But he's gonna say his name. Like I feel like Ballard is a name that's known.
It's an asset also. So okay, I'm gonna try to do that because why not? So we got Chester as an asset.
Before we do this, you're spinning identity against one of the greatest minds to ever exist in history.
We don't need to spin identity.
It's not even a mind. Like you're spinning identity against we
don't need to spin identity.
The hive mind.
Chester is.
But I have it that I'm better with spinning identity because I'm not a cop.
Chester is literally part of a cop, so he's.
I love it. How many steps can you drop this?
Okay, so Chester and Blix are assets.
Right. Wait, Chester and Blix.
Chester and Smoke were assets.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
I've got the fucking knowledge.
But are you using the same asset or no?
I wanted to use Blix claimed to be a cop. He didn't believe
it. Didn't work. Right.
So, but now I can reinforce that by saying that I'm also a cop. So it feels like it could be an asset.
Yeah. No, it's still part of the same, I think, spin identity.
Okay.
So why don't you spin it to say we're not cops, but we are working for them?
But then what? Then I can't use Chester.
We're working for him. And
okay.
Takshaka at this point repeats again. Who goes there?
I'm
Wait,
gonna go with it.
one of the
Chester's just
people
gonna
in-
pop up and he's gonna stare down. No, Alex, like this is. He's gonna stare down the snake. Just Chester Ballard, and that's it.
You're a madman.
Okay. Let's see what that does first.
Okay, so that I'll count that as one asset. I'll count
Yeah.
the other as another asset. That's now dropped at 2. How much more can you drop it?
I'm gonna spend 3 levels of effort. So it's 3 times 3. Wait.
5. So 5. It's down now 5. So 27.
7 minus 3 is 4. Okay, 15.
Oh wait, sorry. So 27. This is high number stuff. Okay, 7, 24, 23, 21, 19. Okay. Get that 19 or 20.
Okay. Yeah, why not?
Wait, why are we lying to him? Are we lying?
Because we don't tell them the truth.
We don't tell him the truth.
No.
Is he like the snakes too?
The snakes work for him. So if it's bad to tell him.
Double checking.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's like the hive mind AI super demon god being.
Okay, here we go.
Top
Rolling. 16.
I'm
gonna
roll.
Reroll.
Yeah, XP.
XP, spend XP, 1 second, updating here, save, 4.
Okay. I'll let people keep using XP one more time if someone wants to throw it in.
I'll give you one.
Okay. I'm rooting for you guys.
13.
Okay. It's fine. It's meant to be. So at this point, you start talking and as the more you talk, the more it just shakes its head like this. And then it looks like it's going to inhale, and then it holds up like this, and wings pop out of the back. It was already flying. The wings get larger, more horns grow out. His tongue multiplies into 3 or 4. Now he has 7 or 8 eyes. His mass is growing from the side. He's getting longer. He's getting, everything is getting leveled the fuck up right now. And he's up like this, and he's going like this. As he strikes, he's racing down to 1,000 miles an hour towards you guys with his mouth wide open. And that's the moment where what you guys didn't notice is that what looks like almost like a young teenager or kid, boy, running as fast as he can from out of the jungle up onto the plateau, and then across towards you guys. Right as he comes up, he grabs his ruby earrings and he throws them up like this, and he says, "Stop!" And Takshaka stops like this and reels back, and he grabs his hammer, the little, the kid like this, and he turns around. He's dressed pretty regally, nicely. And he says, "You guys ready?" And that's where we're going to stop.
Ready. Ready.
It's the prince.
Yeah. So you have Prince Utanka, who is the original enemy and the rival of Takshaka, on your side now. So this is a 1, 2, 3, 4.
Bella.
Yep. Yeah, you can do that too. 5.5. I'm going to count Grande Fratello as half. 5.5 badasses against probably the biggest badass maybe ever. And that's where we'll stop it. And like, this is like a tier 20 fight. I'm going to say that right now, that you guys are preparing for. So you don't know how strong Prince Utanka is, and you're hoping that you guys can pass this. But when we start next session, all of you guys are feeling a deep, deep sense of doom, like you're not getting out of this one.
I hate your game.
Yeah, Chester, you're twice as pissed because you didn't even want to be here. So, and that's where we'll end it today, with the biggest boss fight possible. Really.
Jesus. Okay.
Cool.
Alex, you've been trying to kill us for like 3 years.
It's going to work. We're
And
there.
I'm letting you guys know, and as you guys know, from time to time, whenever the MPD got close, and remember that was that other unknown person who was driving the big vehicle when the paddy wagon came around. It's now dawning on some of you guys, holy shit. These have all been behind the scenes stuff from Takshaka. He's been putting out little things here. He's somehow getting back into the real world through some influence. And he started this fight. and now he's probably going to end it.
Now we're gonna end it.
Yeah.
I'm ready for you guys.
I mean, possibly by
yeah.
running away.
Yeah. So everybody who's D30s next time, because you're gonna need it. Almost. Yes. All right. So next time when we meet up there, we're in the boss fight of your lives.
Yeah. And that should be on the 30th, I believe.
Yes.
For everybody who's watching to
Right.
when we come back out.
We got the
Should be
holidays.
scheduled on the Twitch thing,
Mm-hmm.
so you can have the event.
Yes.
I just
Beautiful.
almost said God help us, but it's dog help us all.
Dog help us.
Dog save the queen, which
Yes.
is me.
Yeah. Your dog. Yes. So absolutely. So we'll see you guys on the 30th, and best of luck to you. Yeah.
Cool.
Paint 3 stripes.
Thanks for coming out, everybody.
Nice.
See you.
Bye, guys.